Today we are ranking the top 10 starting pitchers in the game. You all wanted this video, and it's finally here. We find out who the best starting pitchers in Diamond Dynasty are right now. We have Jacob deGrom, 99 Randy Johnson, Dallas Keuchel, Corbin Burns. A lot of great pitchers in the game right now. If you're excited for this one, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure to go follow me over on Twitch, where I am live streaming a ton of MLB The Show 22 content over there. But I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so hot, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Red button beaming.
So the starting pitcher rankings are here. Now, I've used a few of these players in the top 10, but obviously not all of them. I don't have 99 overall Randy Johnson, don't have the 96 overall Mike Mussina, but I've watched a lot of videos, talked to a lot of people, and these are just my opinion on the cards. There's a lot of great starting pitching in the game right now, and a lot of options that probably could have been at the end of the top 10 list. So I do want to note a couple honorable mentions before we get into the top 10 starting pitchers. So let's go ahead and take a look at Marcus Stroman, who I think could be an honorable mention. 90 overall, really think this card's pretty solid. 90 overall Logan Webb, I think this card's good as well. Dontrelle Willis I actually haven't used and don't know much about him, so I didn't think it'd be fair to actually put him on the list, but a lot of people have told me he's not actually a top 10 pitcher in the game, so if you feel like he is, let me know in the comments down below, but he won't be on this list. Pedro is okay, the 90 overall. The Bob Gibson just came out, so no one's used him so far, so I have no idea how that card is, so he's not going to be on this list. 92 overall Vita Blue, one of the new headliners in the game. Don't think he's a very good pitcher in my personal opinion, so he won't be on the top 10 list. But Keuchel I've used on the no money spent. I've used Scherzer a couple times in Battle Royale on the no money spent as well. I had deGrom on my main team, but I sold him today because he was going for like 180,000 stubs, so I had to take advantage of that. Otani was the first diamond that I pulled, so I've used Otani before. Scherzer's normally pretty solid as well, but there's a lot of great options in the game, so let's get into the top 10. At number 10, I am going to go with the 96 overall Mike Mussina, and I do like the stuff from this card. I like the pitch selection here. Sinker, four-seam fastball, knuckle curve, cutter, slider. Control is very, very good, and the pitch break is very good, but he doesn't throw hard at all. The hits per nine are way too low, so he's going to phase out fairly quickly in the game. Only 82 hits per nine. I will say the Ks per nine is nice because a lot of pitchers are giving up a lot of foul balls this year, so 99 Ks per nine would definitely help out with that. But the sinker cutter combo isn't going to be that great from this card because the sinker is 93 miles an hour and the cutter is 85 miles an hour, so there's a pretty big speed difference there, and those are two pitches you want pretty similar pitch speeds. That way you can work that sinker and cutter together. Slider's pretty solid, knuckle curve, four-seam fastball. Individual pitch control, like I said, is going to be excellent. 5 pitches, 81 and above. 81 on the slider, 86 on the cutter, 92 on the knuckle curve, 99 on the four-seamer, and then 97 on the sinker. And the pitch break, excellent too. He has endgame pitch break and pitch control, but the velo too low, hits per nine too low. Pitch break though, 5 pitches, all 5 pitches, 84 and above on the pitch break, 84 on the cutter, 85 on the four-seamer, 92 on the slider and the sinker, and then 99 on the knuckle curve. I like Mike Mussina as a Yankees fan, so I'm not happy here putting him at number 10, but because he doesn't throw too hard, the sinker cutter combo isn't going to work too good with this card, and the hits per nine are too low. Gonna put him here at number 10. If you want to pick him up, get every single AL East Live Series card. At number 9, I am going to go with the 91 overall Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber cards are always great in Diamond Dynasty. This card's pretty solid as well. If you had better hits per nine, like Mike Mussina, those two cards would be higher up on the list, but only 73 hits per nine. Can't put him higher than number 9. Like Mussina though, I like the pitch selection. Sinker, cutter, slayer, four-seam fastball, circle change. Pretty much has all the pitches that you want here with the sinker, cutter, and slayer. Pitch break is really solid. Not as good as Mussina, and the control isn't as good as Mussina, but the sinker and cutter combo are going to work better together with a 5-mile-per-hour difference between the sinker and the cutter, and the slurve and the circle change, you could pitch a ton of those two pitches together as well. So he has pretty good pitch combos. It's just the hits per nine are too low. Pitch control though, 4 pitches, 81 and above. That's really solid for the beginning of the year. And the pitch break, 4 pitches, 75 and above. Not bad. 75 on the circle change, 80 on the slurve, 90 on the cutter, and then 85 on the sinker. Kluber, Mussina, they'll definitely be getting better cards later on this year, but they're pretty solid. Just find their way into the top 10. At number 8, we are going to have the 92 overall Cy Young David Price. So I really like this card. Very good lefty starter, and we need good lefty starting pitchers in the game. Last year was way too righty heavy, but I don't think this card's as good as the 92 overall Cy Young Dallas Keuchel. That's That's also a lefty starter that we'll talk about in a little bit. Good pitch selection though, sinker, cutter, four-seamer, circle change, and knuckle curve, but unfortunately doesn't have that slider that we want from the majority of our pitchers. Sinker cutter combo will work pretty good, 4 mile per hour difference there. The circle change and the knuckle curve are 5 miles per hour apart, so not as good when it comes to pitch tunneling here. 87 hits per 9, 90 Ks per 9. That's pretty much what you're going to find for the majority of starting pitchers right now in the game. Velo though is very good, can reach 97 miles per hour on the four-seam fastball, sinker at 95 miles an hour. Pitch control, very solid, 5 pitches, 78 and above, 78 on the knuckle curve, 80 on the circle change, 83 on the cutter, and then the sinker and the four-seam are both 93 pitch control. And then the pitch break, all 5 pitches again, 76 and above with the 94 on the knuckle curve and then 95 on the sinker. Very good pitcher, lefty starter for your rotation, about 55,000 stubs. At number 7, we are going to have the 91 overall live series Max Scherzer, and we know we're going to get from a 91 overall Max Scherzer card at the beginning of the year, every year before he gets an upgraded card. Four-seam fastball, slider, circle change, curveball, cutter. They never give these live series cards great control or great break, sometimes not even great velo, so Max Scherzer is pretty mediocre in all 3 of those aspects, but with the potential of inside edge like you see today, his 97 hits per 9 becomes 107, and then his 82 Ks per 9 becomes 92 today, so that gives him an advantage over some of the other cards we talked about with bad per 9 stats. Having 107 hits per 9 and making your opponent's PCI smaller is going to give you a serious advantage when it comes to starting pitchers in the game at this point in the year. And the four-seam fastball and the cutter are going to work pretty well together, so you can pitch tunnel those 2 pitches. Slider, circle change will work really good together. It's just the pitch control and the pitch break not being great, because the pitch control only has 2 pitches 85 and above, that's the four-seamer and the slider, and the pitch break only 2 pitches 80 and above, that's the four-seam fastball and the curveball. So not a great starting pitcher, but for a live series card, pretty solid. He finds his way onto the top 10 at number 7. If you want to pick him up, he's about 80,000 stubs. At number 6, we have the 92 overall Oral Hershiser card. This card, you know what you're getting from him, sinker cutter combo, okay hits per 9 at the beginning of the year, very solid control, solid pitch break, and that's exactly what this card has. Sinker cutter combo work well together. Curveball and changeup you can use together, 78 miles per hour on the changeup, 75 on the curveball. Four-seam fastball you can work in with the sinker and the cutter as well. Pitch control, 4 pitches 80 and above, 80 on the curveball, 85 on the cutter, 90 on the sinker, and then 88 on the four-seamer. And then as for the pitch break, all 5 pitches, 79 and above, 79 on the fastball, 87 on the changeup, 94 on the curveball, 84 on the cutter, 89 on the sinker, and the hits per 9, not too bad for this point in the year. 94 hits per 9 with 114 stamina, so you know he can go late into a game if you're dealing with him. 84 Ks per 9. This card has solid pitch break, solid control, not going to throw much gas, but 93 on the fastball with the sinker and the cutter combo, not too bad. For about 37,000 stubs, he's worth the purchase. To get my top 5 started, I am going to have 93 overall live series Shohei Otani. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Otani actually on the mound pitching wise, but for the fact that he has 103 power against righties, 106 against lefties, and when you're able to start this card, you're going to add an extra great bat to your lineup. It's just too good to not have him in the top 5 here. I wish they had DHs in Diamond Dynasty like real life, but what are you going to do? Probably in MLB The Show 23, we will have DHs. So Otani's card next year probably won't be as good as it is this year, because you're getting that extra starting pitcher bat into your lineup, and next year hopefully we'll have DHs so you can add any bat to your lineup. On the mound though, I guess he's okay, especially with inside edge, bringing that 96 hits per 9 to 106, 84 Ks per 9 to 94, four-seam fastball, slider, splitter, cutter, curveball, so decent pitch selection. My problem with Otani on the mound is that he normally hangs pitches over the middle of the plate. Even if I get 100% accuracy, let's say on the 98 pitch control splitter, and I want it in the dirt, it still finds its way over the middle of the plate, and my opponent destroys it every single time. So that's the problem with Otani on the mound for me. 99 pitch break on the slider, doesn't have great pitch break on any other pitch. 76 on the curveball is the next best. He has 94 Ks per 9, like I said, with the inside edge, 106 hits per 9 with it. Throws decent velo here, 97 miles an hour on the four-seam fastball, and the pitch break really shouldn't be a 99 stat because he only has 99 on the slider, and that's it. Because of the bat is the only reason why he finds his way onto the top 10 list. If you want to pick him up, he's 160,000 stubs, but I don't think he's worth it. At number 4, we are going to have the 92 overall Cy Young Dallas Keuchel card. Now, on lower divisions, if you're on All-Star or Veteran, this card actually might not be that good, but this card is excellent on Hall of Fame and Legend because the per 9 stats are okay, but on Hall of Fame or Legend, the PCI size is going to shrink a lot, so it's going to make Dallas Keuchel better. But when you're playing on All-Star or Veteran, the PCI size is going to be pretty big, and he doesn't throw gas, so it's going to be pretty simple to time up Dallas Keuchel on the lower divisions. But if you're playing on Hall of Fame or Legend, this guy is going to be a great addition to your starting rotation. Sinker, slider, changeup, cutter, four-seam fastball, excellent pitch selection. Sinker and cutter will work very well together. So will the slider and the changeup. Pitch tunneling is going to be great with Dallas Keuchel. Take a look at the pitch control here. Every single pitch, 83 and above, 83 on the cutter, 85 on the four-seamer, 88 on the changeup, then the slider and the sinker, 93 plus. And the pitch break is also very good. Forward pitches, 78 and above, 78 on the cutter, 83 on the sinker, 95 on the slider, and then 88 on the changeup. So if you're playing on All-Star or Veteran, again, might not be that great, but a Hall of Famer legend, this guy is elite. Get him in the Astros Live Series collection. At number 3, might be a little surprise to you all. I'm going with 88 overall Corbin Burns. This card's filthy. I was very close to putting him as the top Live Series pitcher in the game right now, but there was one pitcher I put above Corbin Burns, who we'll get to in a second. But Corbin Burns' pitch selection is nasty. Cutter, sinker, slider, curveball, and circle change. You can work that cutter sinker combo better with this card than almost anybody else in the game. He is going to have outlier on that sinker ball as well, which is going to be excellent. The hits per 9 with inside edge goes from 84 to 93. Cage per 9 goes from 82 to 91. Pitch control is 96 on the slider, 90 on the curveball, 84 on that cutter. Pitch break is 85 on the curveball, 82 on the slider. He throws one of the nastiest cutters, in my opinion, in the game, and then he has outlier on the sinker ball. This card is filthy and is extremely budget friendly, honestly. For only 30,000 stubs, you're getting yourself a top 3 pitcher in the game. At number 2, I'm going to go with Jacob deGrom, 93 overall Live Series card. And I was very close to putting Corbin Burns over Jacob deGrom. I really don't know why Jacob deGrom does not have outlier this year on his Live Series card. Don't think that makes much sense, but his two-seam fastball or his four-seamer, I forget which one, actually reaches 101 miles an hour. I'm sure it's the four-seam fastball, with the four-seamer being a 99 miles per hour on the screen for you guys. So I'm pretty sure that can reach 101. So that's basically like outlier anyway. It just doesn't get to 102. Slider, circle change, curveball, two-seam fastball. The problem with deGrom is his pitch selection is never great. You're really getting him to blow the ball past a lot of guys if you're throwing that fastball at 101 miles an hour, which he can do pretty consistently. 99 hits per 9, 87 Ks per 9. You're not going to get a lot of inside edge with this card because Jacob deGrom is injured, so you're going to have to take the stats at base. So he has no potential to go up in hits per 9 or Ks per 9, but I guess that's good because he also can't go down in hits per 9 or Ks per 9. Pitch control is very good, but he doesn't have any crazy pitches that you really need that insane pitch control. 99 on the slider, 91 on the four-seamer, 84 on the circle change, 77 on the curveball, and 85 on the two-seamer. Pitch break is really bad, so he's not going to have a lot of movement on his pitches. You're really getting him, in my opinion, to throw a slider once in a while, work that four-seamer, two-seam fastball, 101 miles an hour. You are looking for a fireball pitcher. Jacob deGrom is one of the best in the game. Get him on the market right now for 150,000 stubs. And last but certainly not least, at number 1, the best pitcher in the game, and will be the best pitcher in the game for quite a while, in my opinion. It's 99 overall Randy Johnson, and I know some people are not happy with the fact that Randy Johnson is the Live Series Collection award this year, and I'm not going to say it would have been my number 1 pick for the Live Series Collection, but I'm fine with Randy Johnson being the Live Series Collection this year. He's a solid pitcher. We needed great lefty starting pitching in the game, and he definitely delivers there. He's going to be a great starter in the game the entire year, and if they come out with a 99 Verlander later on in the year, 99 other pitchers that are better than Randy Johnson, 99 Kluber, we got 99 Jake Arrieta, that's always nasty as well. If they're better than Randy Johnson, then so be it. I don't want to use Randy Johnson on my team the entire year. I don't want to be using a card I got in April all the way up until March of next year until MLB The Show 23. That's just me. I like to mix in new cards into my team. So having Randy on the squad all year, I don't think I really like that, to be completely honest, but maybe he gets a 99 overall Arizona Diamondbacks card that's better than this Randy Johnson towards the end of the year. You never know. They gave Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 99 overall cards last year. Why can't Randy Johnson get 2 99 overall cards? But let's talk about this card right now. Four-seamer, slider, splitter, slurve, two-seam fastball, outlier on the four-seamer, 105 hits per 9, 115 stamina, 125 Ks per 9, which is going to be excellent because the foul tips in this game are just ridiculous. Everybody's foul tipping pitches, but with 125 Ks per 9, that's going to be much better. He's a lefty starter in the game at 6'10". I find Randy Johnson very difficult to touch, even the 88 overall version. I haven't faced the 99 yet, but I'm not looking forward to it. Pitch control on every single pitch, it's 80 and above, 80 on the slurve, 82 on the two-seamer, 86 on the splitter, 99 on the slider, and then 97 on the four-seam fastball. Pitch break, 99 on the slider and the four-seamer, splitter and slurve, 90 plus, and then 78 on the two-seam fastball. Again, I am happy with Randy Johnson being the Live Series Collection award. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below, but that's how you get him. Okay, everyone, that's gonna do it for the video today. The top 10 starting pitchers in the game. In the comments down below, let me know what I get right about this list. What did I get wrong? And if you enjoyed the video and you found it useful, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure to follow me over on Twitch, where I am live streaming a ton of MLB The Show 22 content over there. But I'll talk to you all in the next next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.